Lance runs away. Yeah. He's putting the enchiladas in the oven.
I'm going to pour a drink. But yeah, we're live now, and woo! This is week, episode 11.
Just has to heat up and start bubbling. So 20 minutes? All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Deserts of Damara session 11. Session 11. Yeah, because last time was 10. 10 on the train. 10 was the terror on the train. I am DM, Ashlyn, $Star DM, what up? And welcome to my homebrew campaign. And we're going to get started in just a second. Oh, he's a cute. He's the mascot.
I miss him.
No, Bandit's so cute.
I miss having to take Claritin to pet him.
We miss having you here, and I'm going to be revealing something that I really wish you guys were here for.
Oh yeah, it looks fucking awesome. It looks so damn cool. I have to take the camera and like move it around so people can see.
Hence it's on a little thing. The battle camera's already loaded.
If it's the thing that you've been building on your Instagram page, I've already seen the little sneak peeks. I'm excited to see it.
But now it's all together.
Yeah.
It was done at that point.
It was not. So we're going to do a quick little recap. The party has headed towards the city of Aurelia in order to go through a heist. Oh, before I forget, I'm retconning a thing because I decided that it'd be cooler. Gala is a masquerade. I'm retconning it on the condition that when we do the masquerade, everybody wears a mask. Not this kind, this kind. That is my stipulation.
Wait, IRL?
IRL.
Yes.
Oh my.
Wait. Oh.
I have extras. At least 3 here. Of course I do.
I'll just be like this the whole stream. Just hi.
So you guys are headed towards the city of Aurelia to crash this gala, being thrown and hosted by Camilla, sworn enemy of Rymal, because she has some information, an artifact that could potentially lead to the resting place of the vessel. An ancient artifact spoken about in legend, though not much is known of the artifact itself. And lost to the ages. On the way there, you guys are taking the maglev train from Atara all the way to Aurelia, making stops along the way. Your first stop, you were headed towards the city of Rakish, the elven city in the Fertile Lands, so kind of leaving the deserty area. And you had a bit of a encounter on said train as some archaeologists brought on the ruby heart of a ancient mummy, first empress of the Saran Empire, who came back to life in full mummy lord form, reanimated her servants and soldiers, and tried to take over the train. You were able to thwart her, destroying the ruby heart in the process. As the day is coming to an end, and you see in the distance through the windows while on this high-speed train, the city of Rakesh. That's why I'm letting you see on the train. What would you like to do?
I would like to clutch my pearls.
So immediately after fight ends,
did you find anything?
Sorry, what was that, Grant?
So immediately after the fight ended, Molinar threw the heart to me, and because my dex is terrible, I dropped it. I would collect all the pieces as best I could and get them like in its own like little pouch, and then I want to go have a very angry conversation with the people who brought it on board.
All right. You guys watch as Primal kind of sifts through the sand that had formed on this storage train car. Most of it falling through his hands, and he's left with the shards of the ruby as he then angrily storms back across the train. What would the rest of you like to do?
I will follow closely behind him. Make sure everything goes smoothly. Like, okay, and then I'll just. I'll back behind him.
You wanted to go finish your drink?
I would like to return to my drink, which was abandoned.
It may be on the floor. There were zombies in there.
I would like a fresh.
Barkeep, can I get a fresh one? Barkeep's dead.
Priorities here.
Jackal and
Ignore the
Bran.
zombies and the dead corpses. Just making a drink. They're
Jackal
dead,
and
they're
Bran.
dead.
What would you like to do?
How did I would also like to return to my drink, but before that, how did the train passengers take the response of the Black Sands security companies? Anybody asking?
You don't know yet. You don't really know yet because
Okay.
all the people you came across are dead.
Right,
true.
right. Well, no, I remember
Still in the story.
I ran into the forward car where there were still living people, and
Yes.
said, "Don't worry, we got
You
this."
haven't seen it yet. You kind of
Okay.
ran there and ran back. They haven't had a chance to really know what was happening.
Okay.
We haven't seen their reactions yet.
Was there any of value in the storage areas that we went through, or the storage area with the mummies?
Roll investigation. Are you trying to break into other people's stuff or just things that's laying out?
There's something that's like partially ajar. I might take a look.
Okay.
That is a 12 plus 8 is 20.
Okay. You find towards the back a shattered jar. It looks very finely crafted, though the art style is different from anything that you're used to seeing. Maybe something you've seen in a museum. Inside it, you find 5 emerald, as well as 2 gold pieces that don't look like gold money from today, but have an inscription on them, a little design.
Okay.
You see it has embossed on it a dragon's head. The eyes are sapphire.
Interesting. I will pocket those. Go
Okay.
And some tables upright and some chairs and bar.
The barkeep is gone. No one is
He's gone?
alive in this room.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna go behind the bar. and make myself a drink.
Yes, the barkeep is just pouring drinks surrounded by
Well, I don't know if he was
dead
like sort of like.
bodies. No, you guys told them.
I guess I'm gonna go behind the bar. And I'm gonna
Okay, easy enough. Reach up top shelf, find
pull
a
sapphire wine.
sapphire wine that's not broken. There's one next to it that's shattered, but you do kind of push the shrapnel aside and pull down a sapphire.
As I push the shrapnel, I'm just like.
And you uncork it, pour yourself a glass, pour Bran another. Sapphire wine tastes of whiskey. Yes. Whiskey one? Yes. I should know.
Made them.
I didn't. It's from the Stormlight Archives, which is Brandon Sanderson. Inspired. 90% of DMing. I'm monetizing this. Far from it. Anyway, you guys would like to talk about while enjoying your drink?
Yes. The mic's facing. Hear me now.
They can hear me from here.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So I'm just gonna, sip on my sapphire wine and turn to Brand. And this isn't the thing because I have to be so damn close to the mic.
Now, how about that drink we were gonna have?
Cheers to not being dead. Yet. Seen anything like that before? I do not come across anything. It's all trapped in a stone. Come back.
Have I seen mummies? I don't think I've seen mummies.
No, they're not. They exist in the world, but they're not common.
Let me tell you, Molinar, I've
There's
seen
not been
some.
a.
I'll be flat as a platypus's tail with you. I've seen some weird shit, and I've never seen mummies in real life. I think I've only just read about them.
I believe we see eye to eye here. I've also seen some weird shit. Not that.
And what the heck was going on in that bat car? I mean, that was like a party that... yeah. That was one heck of a party they were having. That sand got everywhere. So coarse.
Off. Do not like it.
I think you guys made that joke last time. You're not
We
allowed
did.
to rehash
I know.
it every
Oh
time
yeah, we are.
encounter
Are you
sand.
kidding? Anytime you encounter sand.
You're gonna get sick of it.
It's a desert.
Exactly.
Encounter a lot of
Get used to it. Sand.
So
I like it.
So Jackal and Remel, no, is it? Yeah, Remel and Leodir are talking to the archaeologists about what the heck. I mean, who would have thought it was a good idea to bring an artifact like that on a train like this?
Neither of us know that. Were we there? I'm sorry, John. I don't remember. Were we there for the conversation when they talked to the? No.
No, you had left.
Well,
Right.
I'm trying
You
to.
guys
So we don't
still-
know. I'm just curious. Like, I can't remember whether or not we know that it was the archaeologists.
No, you guys bounced pretty fast.
Remel didn't
That's what I
say.
Unless Ryan.
Yeah, did Remel? Did you say anything? I mean, because we kind of had a right after the fight where there was the gem. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at myself here.
Yeah, no, it's just I was going to say something, and I really realized, like, oh shit, do I know that or not?
Well,
I had something to play off of what you.
I'll tell you though, Molinar. One
Okay.
thing I do
You just-
know for sure is I gave the Black Sands security company a really good plug up there.
That is good. For those who are left alive, hopefully they will remember that name.
Now, before everything happened, did we decide like what form you were gonna take, or is there like a? Do we have any conversation about that? Our little, Matt. I was gonna say
We're
Matt.
going
No.
to an elven city.
This is true. Yeah, actually, we are going to an elven city. Is there anyone else in the train car besides us?
In the train car you're in? No, just dead bodies.
Okay.
We're just
I'm
sitting
trying
here
to
having a
think of
drink
someone
surrounded by
I-
dead bodies. Nice.
Pretty much. Trying to think of an. Have we met any elves?
You met Taliana. And I actually think she's the only elf that you encountered in Damara. Is a dune elf? Wood elf.
Was it lower class?
Yes, they tend to be. But it's not so much a like racial hierarchy. It's just the king and queen happen to be sun elves.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering, like, is it like pretty racist? Like, all the dune elves are like,
No.
oh, those are the lower class.
No.
In that case,
The elves are pretty classy.
I don't think so.
Taliana.
Her accent was.
Uh,
Was she southern?
She's southern accent, but
Yeah.
like southern hospitality.
Southern
now,
hosp-
darling.
My southern hospitality.
Well, I have a prop for you.
Oh boy. Well, I haven't done it yet, but I will. I forgot. I'm trying to. My train of thought. Wait, John, what were we talking about?
We were trying to gel our plans for the Black Sand Security Company. Like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
obviously I'm in charge because I'm Bran.
Yes, you make quite an imposing figurehead for a leader of a security company. Inspire fear.
I just want to kind of squint and be like, yes, ruling through fear. There's this little like poof of dark flames shrouds my eyes.
Sort of like, ooh. Ooh. Do that when you talk.
Now, oh gosh, how do I say this? So, if I'm the figurehead, what role would you like to play in this? How are we gonna best avoid Camilla's attention? Words.
It might be a conversation to have with your whole group.
Yeah.
Perhaps the group will have thoughts on this. Maybe I was thinking perhaps maybe like the marketing or sales, or not so much a sales representative, but like the.
So maybe we table this conversation and just enjoy our drinks.
Yes, I agree.
Can I just get up? I just want to step over the dead bartender and just like kind of like move him out of the way and grab another bottle.
Another bottle of Sapphire. To the other three. As you enter the second car that you guys started in and see a crowd of people like huddled up under the chairs, and a few of them kind of, is it done?
Black Sand Security have taken care of the threat.
There's a moment of, there's a pause,
Plug.
and then uproarious applause. As they all stand up. Yeah!
Thank you. Thank you.
As a lot of them come and shake all of your hands very vigorously. I feel your head bobbing with it. Thank you so much. You saved all of us. What can we do to pay? Oh my gosh, we'd be dead.
Still hurting. You don't think.
You would all be dead if it wasn't for us. Yes.
Raimond, you notice hiding in the very corner the group of archaeologists, looking both partially relieved and now a bit cagey.
Yeah, so when that whole scene happens, like Leo's like, Black Sands, you're welcome. Everyone comes up, shake hands. I'm gonna ignore the crowd and just go right through them, and just only have eyes on them. I'm gonna stand over them and realizing where I am. We're trying to do a plug. I'm just gonna say like, I thought it was like 4 of them. So like, you 4 follow me, and I'm gonna walk over to another car. And sorry.
Yes, sir. It's just like shrink. You can see that like. They're not short people, but like I'm pulling up what their names are. Back.
But yeah, I want to walk over to like just like the next car over. I want to make sure they're following me.
Go for it. They're following. They're listening.
Okay, I'm gonna get one.
Where else are they gonna go?
True. I'm gonna let Leo just like take all the praise and keep saying good things.
It's just everything is fine. We are taking care of everything else that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the next car over, and I'm just gonna ask him, who's the leader of this party?
One of the 2 humans, the like wiry bookish one, and the dwarf and the elf, and just shove a strapping male human to the front.
Mm-hmm.
That would be me.
In my head, like we're standing like 5 feet from like where the window is in between the cars. And I'm gonna take a step over the side so you can't see us from the other car, and ask the other guy, like, can you take up like 5 feet step over 5 feet to your right, please? I'm not gonna say please. I'm gonna say step over 5 feet to your right. I basically want him to
Kinda
shift
looks-
with me.
He kind of looks around and seems to not want to, and the dwarf literally just shoves him
Mm-hmm.
where you wanted him.
Once I'm not able to be seen through the window, I'm going to deck this guy in the gut as hard as I can.
But roll to hit
Okay. Not bad.
to see how hard it is.
Damage or the attack roll? 16 on the attack roll. Mattered.
Okay, easy. You hit him straight in the solar plexus because they're right at face height for you, and he buckles over and now like face to face with you. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm. I just want to after a deck, I'm just gonna like look at all of them, but mainly look at this guy. Like, did you know about the heart?
the heart.
All right, hit number 2.
Okay, roll the hit and roll intimidation with advantage.
14 on the hit.
Okay.
Not my intimidation. Sweet -1 for that charisma mod. All right. 9.
With advantage.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 10 on the dice.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
So this time you clock him up on the side of the cheek, and you watch as like a bit of blood comes down. You're not a born interrogator. Like, you can feel the rage building up inside of you. Like the rage is making your voice quiver in a way that doesn't necessarily say intimidate, like manipulate people. But he's now like significantly.
I choose to believe internally, like, I don't want to kill this guy, but like part of me is like boiling up. It's like, do it. I'm like, no, don't kill this guy. And that's where like the conflict is at.
Yeah, like it's very obvious that you're not someone who's like, I enjoy inflicting this pain.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just want to hit him again and just calmly say the exact same words. Did you know about the heart?
Might have had some inkling.
Okay.
This was
Hit number 3.
Okay. Another hit and another intimidation with advantage.
Oh my god.
12 you hit?
Roll to hit? Yeah.
Okay, I was like, oh. All right, let's try this intimidate again. All right.
You're not wearing
16.
armor. Like, not 16. Okay. With this one, you take your elbow and clock it right across the jaw, and you actually hear it crack for a moment. Like, oh! Oh!
Yeah, when I'm like, second time, like, yo, do you know about the heart? And he's like, well, maybe that's when second hit lands. Second hit lands, like, not in the mood.
Oh, fine! Jesus! I guess Jesus wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, but this is the world's equivalent.
Oh,
This time, I'm gonna, instead of saying the same words, I'm going to say, did you know she'd come back?
didn't know she'd come back.
Sense motive?
Her information said she was just
Sorry.
superstition. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, we were wrong.
Does he say it in that tone?
He's trying to like adjust his jaw back in place, so yes.
Uh-huh. I'm going to point at that dude and kind of glance at everyone else, but mainly that dude is like, follow me again. And we're going to keep going down the other cars. I just want to lead them to all the bodies and just be like, yes, you were wrong. Your ignorance caused the deaths of like dozens of people. I just want to see the reaction.
You watch as gotten any of their names. The other human from the get-go looks distraught. And kind of this roll insight.
11.
11. So that looks distraught and upset.
Great.
That's good.
The dwarf, kind of, there's like a darkness, like an evil darkness, but like just a somber look to her as she's walking. And then the other elf, or the elf, kind of is not even looking at trying to avoid looking at the bodies. The one you've been punching is at least accepted, like, I did this. You can tell he's definitely the leader, like the one who is probably the only one capable of making any sort of hard decision. And you notice actually as you get closer to the cargo hold, your eyes fall on a trio of humanoids. Fallen, one elf and 2 humans, all male. And the bookish-looking one starts sobbing and collapses next.
I'm gonna let the scene sink in for like 5 solid seconds, and then just in a softer voice, just ask who their source was.
The elf is actually going to answer you. We were working with Lord Amaral in Rakish. This is what I've decided the Rakish accent sounds like, and this is what I will be continuing to do. I can actually do this one
perfect.
for a significant amount of time. I practiced while getting groceries.
It's paying off.
It's like an amalgamation of every accent together.
Really hard for any of us to emulate.
A little?
Well, that's all I kind of want to do with these people. Just like they don't seem like they knew, or else they'd get hucked off the train. But so yeah, just let it sink in. Like, you destroy the lives of dozens of people, and I hope in their heart they try to like fix that moving forward. But I'm gonna let them just walk to the back and just glare at them the whole way.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to do. Probably walk back with them and just look at Leo and just be like, "You take the win, Leo. You be the face of this party," or the Black Sands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
As you come back, Molinar and Bran come with their glasses of blue liquid back into the front car with you.
And here's the rest of my team.
It is I don't know if you guys seen it, but it is a mess back there.
Yes, some precious bottles of excellent sapphire wine were destroyed. Very disappointing.
But good news is, we saved everybody.
Yes, and they're all very
And you do
for it.
notice Diego and Mari sitting up near the front, kind of helping to corral people, calm them down. Seems like Mari especially has been trying to like at least control the chaos. Go ahead.
Control the chaos of the passengers. Yeah. So what do we do now? We're still on this train.
The train is arriving in the city of Rakesh in probably about 10.
Just a moment to get like the whole party together. I let them know, like, okay, here's these archaeologists. I'm gonna like gesture over to them, kind of like angrily. Let them know, like, oh, here's their source for how they go into like this is called the Heart of Bakat, yada yada, and just fill them in, and everything I know.
Huh.
Now you all are caught up on what actually happened.
I choose to believe them. Like, oh, these guys over here knew it, and like the one, like they look over, and one of them, the 3 of them look fine. One just has like a broken nose. Is like, but
Like massaging his jaw, and you can already see it starting to bruise up here.
What the hell happened to that guy?
He got off
I don't
lightly.
know.
Oof. Okay. Does this I'm assuming the staff of the train knows what happened, right? Like they didn't get hurt much.
I mean,
This train knows how to
staff
stop.
that was working. Oh, yes, the front of the train was not hit at all. You guys stopped the mummies and the mummy lord before they could reach the front and actually cause disruptions.
Got it. Okay. Just making sure that no vital crew members were dead.
Some crew is dead. The bartender is dead.
Lamont is dead.
Actually, the bartender would not be dead because he ran. So he's cowering on a chair.
Just walk up to him. So can I get my drink or?
Molinar and Bran are each carrying a bottle of sapphire wine.
Like, if we walk up and we're each holding a bottle of wine and Rimel's asking about the drink, we just like look at Bran and be like,
He would be happy to.
All right. As you guys collect, kind of get everybody where they need to go, maintain the calmness, and also bask in some of this praise that you're receiving. Begin to see the city of Rakesh as the station comes into view, and dozens of elven people gathered around.
before the train arrives at the station, though, we in the train car full of all the people.
Yes.
Which train cars have no people?
All the ones behind it.
I would like to go into a further train car. This one. I want to turn to the group and say,
I do not believe that I personally in. I have a plan to change that.
sort of like, whew.
I'm assuming you turn.
Yes.
Is
Okay.
he coming out for anyone else? He's like dipping in and out from.
Yeah, it was dipping in and out for me too.
He's
Oh,
going to the
sorry.
other.
Jesus, I'm like 6 inches
asked-
from the fucking microphone.
Yeah, it was just dipping in and out. It was like cutting in and out.
How about now? Is that better?
Oh, much better.
People hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh yeah,
Literally kissing them. I'm literally kissing the microphone.
I love ASMR. Yes.
Yes. Anyways, so what I said previously was,
I do not believe that in my current look I blend in very well in this city. I have a plan to change that.
I'm going to disappear off into the other cars.
Got
No
it.
people. Only dead people.
Right. As he does that, the train does begin to flow. And there's a moment of as it definitely catches a little bit. It's not the smoothest transition because you're going really fast before then. It's not enough to like send anything flying, but you can feel that it slows down as you then approach into the station. The doors open up, and you are greeted with the sight of
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas. Yes. I
really
can
cheap.
feel them already.
It's a lovely sight.
Of the city of Rakesh.
What?
Oh.
Oh
Seconds, I need
my!
to move my.
I had a feeling.
That's great.
I was watching your Instagram all week, like, I wonder what could happen with these.
Turn on.
I'm gonna borrow this real quick and just be like,
Very pretty.
Feels
Oh my
like-
gosh.
It's pretty cool.
That is so cool.
Me likey.
house has its own.
It's so much detail.
It was a lot of detail painting.
Wow.
It looks so nice.
As you all step off, Rakesh.
Hey, you got minis.
Not only do we have terrain this week,
Yeah,
but
we
we
got
have
minis.
minis.
Our own minis.
So I'll take a second. We got
Oh my
Leo.
gosh! Yes, yes, I love it.
We got. They're not fully done, but they're detailed enough for this. We got Jackal.
Backwards.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Dope.
We got Bran.
Nice.
Don't ask about the wings.
You will ask
And
about the
you've
wings.
had 10 sessions. At this point, it's your own fault if no
I know.
one knows.
Well, I haven't had the chance to.
And-
My ear fell off. We've got Molinar and Mr. Sparks.
Oh, that's dope.
That's real cool.
Spinning around the chain whip turned out so fucking cool.
That looks really nice. It's so clean too.
And we have Ramal.
Ah, yes. Our fierce interrogator.
As you guys in the city of Rakesh. That's just give some ambiance. There's not actually any need for battling, but I needed to use that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I assume we're stepping off the train.
Mm-hmm.
So as everybody steps off the train, to the left, stepping off just one car over, is a tall elven woman. Looks suspiciously like a certain bartender. The previous town they were in.
You all watch as Taliana steps off of the train.
Hey, it's the bartender. How did we miss her this whole time?
And just gonna walk over and is like,
Yeah, I'd say Black Sands security company needs a pretty face to go along with the scary one.
Your damn ears.
my ears.
This is the first time that Lance
Sure.
has donned the elf ears in the name of the game.
Yes.
There you go.
Ah,
Slay Queen.
They work.
you can't really see my whole hair.
It's like a hobbit.
Hey, you can see him. Very nice.
Yeah, you've got hobbit hair and elf ears.
Galadriel and Frodo had a little go in somewhere in that second movie.
Hey, you know, I mean, stuff happens.
Hey, you know what happens next to the magical
Happens in
Ditch.
Lothlorien, stays in Lothlorien. You know what they say?
I must say, Molinar, you have outdone yourself this time.
Molinar? This is not Molinar. This is Taliana.
Yeah, I'll just throw a heavy wink. Ow.
I'm gonna look over at Leo and be like, "I'll be whoever you want."
Oh, spicy.
That's Tolly. That was very Tolly. All right. Where would you like to go? You have a new city.
All right, everybody.
Bring it up to the. Sorry, go ahead.
I believe we have what, a week here?
What does
Nope.
the city look like? Like, what do we know about the city? What do we see when we step off the train?
Yes.
There's a lot of detail on the website.
I forget. This is like a layover city, right? Yeah.
So Rakesh is the newest city into the empire, or not the empire, the kingdom of Damara, which is mostly located in the Valley of Mara. which is your next stop. But they were brought into the Kingdom of Damara through marriage about 20 years ago, I believe. So there
Independent
is
city state beforehand.
Yeah, it'd been an independent city-state before. So there's a golden brand presence in the city. And you do see some of them in that golden brand armor patrolling the streets. Those of you who grew up in the Kingdom of Damara, so if you lived in Aurelia or in Uthtamel or any of the areas around there, you'd be very familiar with the golden brand. They're the kind of military force. A lot of elven people, Dune and Sun elves. Yeah, it's an elven city. There's not a lot of, in terms of other races that you do see, some every so often, but it's primarily elves. And there is a rich bouquet of spices and other aromas, incense in the air. As this is a fertile area, there is a lot of agriculture that happens around here, and they do rely heavily on plants for many different purposes. You kind of flag down someone who looks like they might work at the station and able to hand you the brochure to Rakesh so that I can tell you what things are around here. So some notable places in Rakesh include... I have so many different things. The most popular tavern would be the Green Cask Inn, owned by Jakam. There is the Golden Brand kind of outpost near the edge of town. There is a store called Sari's Stash. There's an apothecary called Lotus Bloom. There is actually nearby, it's where you're smelling a lot of this incense smell, coming from a dimly lit, but very ornately decorated building, or I guess house, since all of them are kind of connected, these sort of structures. And it says Clouded Visions. There is a blacksmith, the Sparking Hammer. And the biggest feature, kind of one of their claim to fame, is the Rakesh Menagerie, which is a zoo. And then there is a small artifice shop called the Hidden Gem. Actually, looking at the note, it seems like someone hand wrote that little bit in.
What did you say? What kind of a shop Clouded Vision was?
It's very vague description in the brochure. It's answers in future come past.
Finish.
All right, we're here. We got some time.
Raimo would like to go. The archaeologist said their source was somewhere in Rakesh. Sorry, I didn't catch the name. I'd like to go visit that person.
Obviously, this brochure to Rakesh does not have here are all the nobles' houses. His name was Lord Amarel, AH' MEREL. Amarel.
Cool, got it. I'd like to go find that person.
How are you going to find him?
Well, there are lords, so I feel like there's not too many nobles, so I'm just gonna go to the. What do you guys think? Like city government office? Like, yeah, where the nobles at? Who are the nobles of the city? Like to have a conversation.
You're going to be a strange dwarf asking to go meet one of the noble people?
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm asking the group what they think. I also have a negative of charisma, so I'd probably go to Molinar, who blends in, and just be like, "What do you think is the best way to do this?"
Well, I would say.
Is that how your character's talking right now?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I totally forgot. Never mind. Sorry.
Well, sugar, how you should do this?
Eleanor. Okay.
Hell now, my suggestion would probably be to, maybe go in there looking like somebody familiar, somebody he might recognize and might want to do some business with. Perhaps maybe one of those four poor blokes on the train.
You did actually see disband and head out to the city.
Yes.
Do we want to follow them?
Any of them still in sight?
At
least the leader guy.
Yeah, you'd be able to see them. Hasn't been that long.
None of them know what Taliana looks like. So.
Well, I would suggest that perhaps we follow this leader fella. Maybe he might lead us somewhere useful. Now, he doesn't know this face. I think he'll remember yours for a long time. If I were you, I'd maybe a little way back, and I'll see where he's. Maybe just follow a few blocks behind.
I'd appreciate that. Thanks.
Taliana's gonna wink and saunter off to the crowd.
Who
Just
first?
following. Oh yeah, following about. These are new. I haven't had these before. They're kind of nice. Following it. We'll say maybe a 20 yards just behind the.
Roll deception. You're not sneaking, but you're trying to look like you're not following.
14 plus. It's not the right character. I was like, +0? What? That's Gerald. Gerald isn't deceptive.
What?
Good old Jerry.
Oh, now I'm not. Thank you. Deception. That would be plus.
Easy enough. You've had enough beers with Taliana to emulate her walk pretty well.
Smile and blend in with the crowd.
Kind of like dances his way through. The rest of you
Ooh, those are
also
lovely.
roll deception with advantage because you are hanging back. What was that, Jackal?
I was gonna say I could message Molinar as long as he's 500 feet away from me, and we could just stay way back.
this really creepy guy who's like dark and he like wore a cloak and had purple eyes and he was super distinguishable. Wow, we can't find him anywhere.
Any dog like this, where do you think he is?
I have no idea, Sugar. I don't know where some crazy guy like that could be. Never seen him.
But I asked the
Alrighty,
group.
so what? Go for it.
I just want to ask the group, like, basically this lord, whatever, was their sponsor, was their source for finding the tomb of Bakat, the first empress of the Saran Empire. Like, nobody knows where her tomb is. I want to know where he got that information from, because that's an untapped, like, gold mine of information and fame. Thoughts?
Well, don't look at me.
Yeah,
would be
that's a great idea. Like, is there somebody else in this town that we might be able to talk to? It's not.
I'll let you guys know now before you start pulling too many threads. That was a one-off encounter that I built to keep you guys busy on the train.
Oh, got it.
Gotcha.
This lord guy
Just
probably
pulling
got
that
lucky.
thread.
Let's ignore it.
Oh, shit, that's
It's going to be a really disappointing thread.
the end of the thread.
All the stuff they knew was the stuff that they told you.
Can I roll insight versus DM? I think she's lying. This is totally. This is the main plot.
Side check. Okay.
The main plot.
Mhm.
So I'm being
Oh,
sneaky
I know.
with the plot this time. The things
But-
you're doing are affecting the main plot, but
It's like I have a passive perception of 20. I want to see what's going on beyond the DMs. Okay.
I got a natural 20 on my insight check. All right,
Excellent,
cool.
spill your secrets.
Spill your secrets.
Glad I wasted the 20.
All right, where's the notebook? Where's the notebook? Okay.
yeah, no. They went to the tomb, they raided said tomb, and they brought the shit onto the train.
Mm-hmm. And you're telling me, like, don't pull that thread because that guy doesn't know anything else. Cool, yeah. That guy probably just got lucky. Let's ignore it.
Well, they'll like listen to you. I'm like, damn it, why didn't I build a thread? Why did I make that a thing? But I have other shit that I built instead.
Just all of a sudden, you see like Primal's face kind of change, and just be like, he's really into this. Like, you know what? Actually, I don't care. I don't care. All right, guys, where do you want to go? I'm just like, I don't care.
Their whole find turned into dust.
I don't know. We keep making our own plot threads. This game could go like a decade. So
Don't worry, there's plenty.
but yeah, guy probably got lucky. What do you guys want to do?
Leo's just rubbing his temple. It's just like, I have no idea where to go. I have no clue.
It's an awful big city and not a lot of time to explore it. But hey, we could go get our fortunes told at the Clouded Visions.
It's also looking to go into the Lotus Bloom because if specialty is their like auras and stuff. Apothecary in this place would probably be a good place to look.
I also realized we could probably use some more health potions.
Do we not have any?
Why?
We don't. Dang it.
Should we do some quick shopping?
I have 5.
Olinar's hoarding all the health potions.
That's right.
Healing potion times 5.
I have water. I have an endless supply of water.
Really, I think it's that you and Jackal went on a shopping trip, and everyone else hung out at the mead.
Yes, the
That's
meadery.
right, we bought a bunch of stuff.
Ashlyn, did I learn anything on the train about growing mushrooms?
Oh shit.
Busy fighting something.
You were too busy fighting zombies to get super far into the book. But you did learn a bit about proper temperature control, and humidity control.
Okay.
This Jackal just reading his book or whatever, he screams and like from the background. He's like, "Alright, fine." After was just
Must
getting
be
good.
damp, but not too damp. Got it.
But like, wasn't it like an 8-hour train? I assume that combat only took like 2 minutes, right?
Yes. You did a lot of research on proper humidity and
Okay.
temperature. It's building a skill. I'm treating it as a proficiency.
Which takes a while.
All right. What would you like to do? A reminder of what the places were that I listed?
I'm kind of intrigued by the visions.
So you had Clouded Visions, Ceres Stash,
Was there green something or other? Was the
the Green
Dragon.
Cask, and
Green Dragon? The Raven True.
what's from that? Great Dragon.
There's a blacksmith. There's a zoo.
Shatterhammer, Menagerie, the Rakesh Menagerie.
Ooh, I want to go there.
Are there any animals that are like known? What is known about the zoo? Are there like really big animals, or?
It's known actually as you would have heard of this, especially growing up in a city, that creatures of all kinds, including monstrous creatures from around Damara, have been collected by this kind of eccentric Rakeshian.
That's so dope.
Yeah, kind of turned into a bit of a tourist trap sort of thing. So Lance said he was interested in visions. Anyone else?
I'm also interested in divisions.
Likewise.
I as well am interested in a way to screw up our characters.
Okay, let's all go.
Last time we did this, you ended up with a daughter, so.
Ooh,
Really?
okay, wait. What now?
Yes.
Yes.
We gained a PC through having tarot read.
Timbers ended up with a daughter.
Yes.
Fun.
I'm really annoyed because I own tarot cards and I can't find them. So we're gonna do it just with dice rolls. They're really pretty. I'm very annoyed that I can't find them.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it. All right. As you guys make your way through the city, kind of following the smell of incense, as you make your way eventually to that same storefront that you saw earlier. Give me a second because I have different music for this.
Very different.
That wasn't the right music.
Different music for this guy. Oh shit! Who is this guy?
Guy, like this thing. All right. I stupidly didn't put it in my Desert City mix.
Can I get that?
RP amongst yourselves.
I'm still really hurt, so I'm probably looking around like, what a day.
Oh yeah, I haven't recovered hit points either.
You guys are a little rough.
You guys got hurt?
Yes.
I took 90 damage, yeah.
It was like, you guys are hurt? Yes!
I mean,
because the one that I'm hearing right now is not the one I wanted.
we could have used the downtime while Molinar was following those people to roll some hit die, I guess.
No, because you would have been walking.
Shit.
What's the chances we get into a fight today? Right?
If we don't think there will be one, there will probably be one.
Well, we know that we came to the end of
One
this
of the animals is gonna break out.
thread.
Just saying.
And it's going to be a Tarask.
Probably a Tarask. A desert Tarask.
Right.
The
Tarask.
desert purple worm or something. Oof.
Right, as you enter in, kind of hearing the cover the door jingle and rattle as you pass through.
What?
Temperance. As she's speaking of balance and purpose. And then High Priestess. Okay, this actually like works logically.
You're gonna have to run through it.
As takes a second. There was a great upheaval in your life. Disastrous.
Yeah.
But it has given you drive. Has put you on this purpose of yours. Journey. I see you going. There is some sort of force. Something not of this world. Or world. I cannot say world in that accent. World.
That was pretty good.
Perhaps. Perhaps there is some connection to this world. Dreams. Could solve your problem. Or perhaps I find the power within. Cards do not know.
He looks just puzzled and a little bit defeated. I don't know. Okay.
I help the rest of you. Also, Major Arcana is 15 gold pieces. So there's the one card draw. The prediction is 5. And then the glimpse of the future is 5.
I'll step forward. I have but one question. What is the true path to my goal of conquest? Watch me fuck my character up right now.
I know, right?
I have to do it.
Okay. The first card she draws is again the High Priestess. Followed by Wheel of Fortune.
Calm down.
Alex?
It ends on Emperor. You know, I'm rolling really interesting for these. And there's a moment. Is something not in the front of your brain, being buried. Perhaps something you do not yourself know. But that brings you karma. Karma is good. It's how you use karma, however you wish to be with it. Show your strength. Perhaps authority is in your future. Perhaps servitude. Let your past guide you. Listen to your soul. You'll find your way. She shuffles back the card. John's face.
That's Bran. Okay then. Huh.
More? I'd like to know what this for you. As she looks directly at you. Olinar.
All right, I'm gonna sit down.
How to freak out your changeling?
Yeah.
You said his name?
Sure. He's currently in the form of Taliana.
Yeah, that's why I was like, huh?
Looks kind of come over to his eyes.
Remo, I think we got a really good deal with this. She seems like the real deal.
Certainly seems that way.
Molinar's gonna whoosh back into Molinar form. Sit down.
It's best to be yourself when looking into your future.
Perhaps in here.
Perhaps.
I'm just gonna look. Like, I have but one question. Where is he?
I know who you're talking
So you cut out. What did you say? Where is he or where is she?
Where is he?
What are you, Batman?
about. Okay. 7, 8, 9. Strength, the first one. Fool is the second. And then lovers. I'm gonna have creativity with yours. Okay. They mean different things.
Okay.
I see that there once was strength. There once was purpose. And that purpose was lost. But with this loss, you have seemed to have found freedom. Whether determined for yourself or determined for you.
Not ask for freedom.
For freedom will lead you towards not necessarily reparation, but perhaps a way to rebuild what was lost. Versus relationship. In terms of where this person is, continue on your path. You shall find him. But be aware of your conception. Be aware of your mind. Not all is black and white. The chain. His morals change just as easily.
Some things are not easily.
It is your path to choose. Okay. Put those together, okay? One more guess. Of the order seeker of truth. Anything you seek.
How can I seek an answer of a question I don't have yet?
Perhaps
And-
look into your future.
I walk out.
Okay. Your knife. Watches the flip of the cape walks out of the building. As she just shuffles and places them back into her pouch. Our business here is concluded.
I tell her good day.
As she lights a thing of incense and returns back into a meditative pose. Okay. It is a good form.
Like, she will do for now.
Wear her well. Do not lose yourself.
I lost myself long ago.
You hear Molinar voice
So
coming out of Talion.
deep.
That was interesting because we got more backstory drops that time than we did first. More serious one this time. Very interesting. Hungry.
Oh.
That's why he's not. Dog is begging.
What was that noise?
That was Lance the dog.
Should we keep going when Victor leaves?
This could be a short session.
Okay. I had to cut the stream quality by like 75% to actually be able to. I think we're doing like 15 frames per second right now. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It can be a short RP session. You guys got some fun little bits in there. Some torture of archaeologists.
Just for my notes, what was my first card? I got the other two. It was like something Wheel of Fortune, then Emperor.
Yeah. Oh, it was High Priestess.
Right. That was pretty cool.
The definition for that one is you truly see the world as if for the first time. It's for intuition, subconsciousness.
How oddly appropriate.
I know, all of you guys pulled things that I didn't have to like really think about how I was going to make that spin. Which
Weird.
didn't happen last time. I think most of you did the Major Arcana draw because it gave you an effect last time.
Timbers hit the red button.
What were some of the other effects?
He took the red pill.
I'm not going to tell you.
So you need to go back and pay your gold and figure it out.
They're probably like mostly cantrips, I'd guess. I mean, for 5 gold pieces, it's a pretty good deal.
There is some shit. Last time, I think you got one that turned your weapon into a blessed weapon, and your water into holy water. And then Timbers pulled one that he couldn't. Once he picked something up, he couldn't put it back down.
Yes, kleptomaniac for like a week.
For 4 days.
Mine.
Oh god.
He turned into a klepto kitty.
My This is mine. As kitties
I
do.
don't want this, but it's mine.
All right. We want to end the session here because I know Victor is about your dinner time before you go streaming.
Go check out
It'll be a nice
Victory.
Oh, streaming Minecraft today on where? Are you streaming?
Twitch.tv/Vichui. I'm also streaming on YouTube and Facebook as well. VICHEWY.
All of them.
All the places.
All places.
Not so schmy.
Oh, you so schmeed.
Periscope.
What is so schmeed from? Schmeed? Oh, it's one of the CEO ones. It's the Venmo
Oh,
CEO
yeah,
college
yeah.
humor.
You and so schmeeds.
Streaming on Parlor.
Oh god.
Yeah, there we go. He's got a huge following there. Like build little miniature capitals and then raid them.
God, I'm just imagining. All right, I'm gonna cut the stream.
Alright.
This will be an
Thank
easy
you guys
upload.
for tuning in. A short session.